What's going on, America? This is Kevin from Kevin's Corner, where I try to make sense out of nonsense. And you know what doesn't make sense to me is how Colin Kaepernick, the social justice warrior, the one that turned the whole NFL upside down, the one that started this trend of all of these athletes taking a knee, thinking that they're fighting against police brutality and all of that stuff, only to be disrespecting the flag, the one thing that unites us all together as Americans, only to find out this man who referenced the two, what he felt was unlawful shootings of black people, only to find out that those two shootings were legitimate. This man who kicked off all of that, this man who divided the audience of the NFL and whined about not being able to play, they blackballing me, sued the NFL, made a lot of money, not to mention that Nike came to his rescue, came swooping in, gave him a contract, made him the face of Nike, and still is paying him lots of money. After all of that, this man wanted to get back into the NFL. So he's like, well, you know what? I want to do a workout. Now, the NFL, a lot of these teams interrupted their schedule and said, we'll come and see what he has to show. But guess what? He didn't show. This man opted not to go, changed the rules, want the NFL to concede to his, whatever he want to be done. They got to, drop everything they're doing and concede and be like, well, what does Colin want us to do? So I guess that's what happened. And they didn't, say, okay, well, let's go ahead and follow him around and do it like he wants it to be done. And so he didn't get a chance to show his stuff because he wanted to do it in front of the media. Let's hear what Stephen A. Smith had to say about it, because he made a personal video. And I was like, okay, this man is mad about it. Let's hear it. Give it to me.
So let me get this straight.
Yeah, let me get this straight.
Colin Kaepernick has been working out all of this time.
Mm-hmm.
Him, people in his camp, his close ones, loved ones, everybody talk about he wants to play football. He wants to play football. He's ready to play. Just give him the chance.
Mm-hmm.
So what does the NFL do? Recognizing that teams need a shield because they need something to hide behind, because they know that, guess what? If we bring this brother in for a workout and we don't like him or we don't want him, who knows what we're going to get accused of.
Right.
We need cover.
Right. So now what he's basically saying is, one, if we don't show up, then we might be accused, of course, trying to blackball him and, be called a whole bunch of names and stuff like that. So the least we can do is show up. And if he stinks, at least we could justify, well, we didn't hire him because he stinks, not because he's protesting all the time and dangerous and a cancer for the team. Because that's what he really is. Let's be honest. I don't care how good your skills are. If you are malignant, if you're cancer to the program, we don't want you. I mean, look at Antonio Brown. The man is amazing, but nobody wants to touch him. They like, too hot. Don't touch me now. You might burn yourself. Don't touch me now. You might burn yourself. Put some water on him. So my point that I'm trying to make is, in spite of all that, they all came to see what he has. And let's see what happens.
The NFL provides that. I have no doubt Jay-Z's involved. I have no doubt Roger Goodell is involved. I have no doubt there's a host of people involved, but forget all of that.
He said, forget all that.
This man wanted a chance. 25 teams
25
show up in Georgia at the Atlanta Falcons practice facility, state-of-the-art facility, NFL personnel, equipment, everything, video, everything. And what does Colin Kaepernick do?
What?
Not Tuesday when he found out about it, not Wednesday, not Thursday, not Friday, Saturday, 3 hours before the workout.
What?
Because of some issue with a liability waiver.
So let me get this straight. 3 hours before the workout, he cancels and changes up everything. Now, that doesn't sound like a man who wants a job to me. That sounds like a man who knows that he might not be that great. So he is launching a preemptive strike, drumming up unnecessary controversy, making conditions that the NFL can't meet, but then going to blame them later on probably for not, capitulating to whatever he demand, and say, well, it's not because I can't play anymore. It's because they wouldn't bow down to my last second demands. That's like me wanting a job with, Procter & Gamble, And I've been begging for an interview. They finally give me an interview. And I realized that I'm not going to be able to make it. I realized that, say, a month ago. But I wait till 2 hours before the interview. Call them up talking about, hey, I can't make the interview. Can we reschedule? I need them. They're the ones that say, you know what? We're Procter & Gamble. It's a whole bunch of yous that want to interview with us. But we gave you a shot. And this is what you do. You call 2 hours before the interview talking about I can't make it. Tell you what, though. Can y'all do it at 4 o'clock? Huh? Or what about this? After y'all shut down the office, can I come in then and we just do a private interview like that? Can I bring cameras in too? I want to record this whole thing. I want it to be publicized. That doesn't sound like a person who wants a job. I'm just saying.
Colin Kaepernick wants to change the venue.
What?
Colin Kaepernick wants his own receivers.
Huh?
Colin Kaepernick wants to video things himself.
No way.
Colin Kaepernick wants the media. This Colin Kaepernick, media can't find him. He ain't done no interviews. He ain't talked to nobody. What? Media can't find him, but he wants to do it. He wants the media available.
Uh-huh. Tell him, Steve. Tell him. Me too. I feel the same way.
You see?
You see? He's like, you see?
You see?
Mm-hmm. That's what you get.
He don't want to play.
No, he don't. He don't. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
He wants to be a martyr.
There you go. Thank you, Steve. Steve summed it all up. The man don't want to play. He wants to be a martyr. He created those conditions to make him be a martyr all over again. Okay, because he knew that the NFL didn't have proper time to make that adjustment to meet him over wherever practice field he wanted it to be on and meet all those demands at the last second. So now what can he do? He can point the finger instead of pointing the thumb and say, I'm the victim because they didn't rearrange their schedule and all that stuff because of me and I'm protesting and stuff. I mean, they don't like me because I took a knee, all of that stuff. No, people, I personally don't like him because of him exploiting all of this identity politics and these false claims are being thrown out there and the narratives of the left. That's why I don't like him. And he probably didn't make teams when he went through all the controversy for two reasons. One, he wasn't performing. You can't be lackluster in your job and then cause controversy as well by taking a knee. Now you double hot. You ain't just hot. You're steaming, smoking, lava hot now. Nobody wants to touch you. So let me get this straight. You stink and you're causing problems. How about you get out of the NFL, and take all of your protesting with you? But no, not Colin. That wasn't good enough. So he couldn't just walk away with the money Nike gave him and all the money the NFL settled. He wants to now come back into the NFL to wreak more havoc and controversy because that's what he's going to do. He's not there to play. He's there to start up trouble and be controversial. And if they allow him to come back in the NFL, that's what he's going to do. He is going to be a pain in the butt for any team that he plays for instead of getting on a team, being humble, shutting his mouth, and playing football. Nah, he's not about playing football. He's about playing games. Now, you've been listening to Kevin and Kevin's Corner. I have to tell it like it is, along with Stephen A. Now, check me out every Wednesday night, 7:30 live in Kevin's Corner on my YouTube channel and on Facebook and on my radio blog talk show. Check out Extreme Teas, my sponsor. If you like their products, click on something, put my name Kevin in the promo code, and you will get a 20% discount. Don't forget to hit like, share, subscribe, and the notification button. Double check, make sure you're still subscribed, and you have notifications set for all. And if you want to donate to Kevin and Kevin's Corner, feel free. There's a link in the bottom of the video, and you can find me on Facebook and the Twitter. God bless. See you next time in Kevin's Corner.